Hi everyone, how y'all doing? It's Sharon Davies from Creating with Sharon here in downtown Winnipeg. So happy you can be with me tonight. I'm just gonna get into my page just to see who's watching, make comments. I'm just gonna share to my VIP group and we shall get going. So I'm just gonna show you guys a really fun and super cute fun fold card for you tonight. It's so darn cute. I'll show you what we did this at our team get together last night, and it was so fun. And people came up with different ideas. And actually, I used this fold for my 12 days of Christmas, but I changed it up a bit. So looking forward to sharing with you tonight. Just get rid of this one. Okay. So let's get started. I'm just going to take this and I'm going to flip it around and let's just get started. There we go. Hopefully you can see. That's my biggest fear. Putting my phone in. Hi, Gail. Putting my phone in the jack and it's not working. Okay. Oops. What do we got here? Heck of a mess. Anyhow. So here's all. There we go. Here's all the products all the measurements for the products I used tonight. And tonight I used the Happier Than Happy bundle. So I'm just using the stamp set on this, and then I'm doing the Happy as Friends DSP with that. So what I've done is I pre-cut everything. I'm just going to show you the measurements, but all the measurements will be on my Facebook page. So I have a piece of designer series paper that's 4 and 5 1/4. Another piece that's 2 3/4 by 4. So you don't have to write everything down because it'll be listed on my blog later on tonight. And then I have a piece that is 2 1/2 by 3 1/2. I have a piece of cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. And then I have another piece of cardstock, and this is Mossy Meadow, 3 1/2 by 8 1/2. I have a scrap piece for my sentiment. I have 2 pieces of white that are 3 by 4, and then I have a piece of cardstock that is 3 1/4 by, or 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to bring in my trimmer. Just move these guys all out of the way. Work on them one at a time. Okay, so let's bring in the trimmer. So this is 8 inches, and now I want to score it at the 3-inch mark because I just want to fold it. So I'm going to score it at the 3-inch mark, and then I'm just going to take that and put it to the side. Now I'm going to take my 3 1/2 by 8 1/2, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And just put that over there. So take it 4 1/4, and then we're going to score this at 4 1/4. And that is folded at 4 1/4. So that's all I'm doing right now. Now I'm going to decorate the card. So I'm going to take this piece, which is 2 3/4 by 4. This is going to be folded up, and I'm going to place this piece right into the center of that for the front of the card. Just ink this up. I'm going to have to bring my bone folder in here because I'm going to have to really score this. There we go. And there, so I put that on. I like to use it, like I said, many times. I like to use my wicked glue, my liquid glue, just in case I mess up and I can move it around. So the 5 1/4. One of my downlines had suggested this when I was over at her house today, is we should have put designer series paper in here. So I'm going to just give it a try. So I'm going to take this piece, which is opposite to what that is. So I'm just going to flip it over so it's not the same, and I'm going to put this into the center of that. Now this is a really quick and easy fold to do. It's just 2 cards put into one. Okay. Oops. So that's the card base right there. So now this is the secondary piece. So what I'm going to do with this one here is I'm going to put a piece of basic white cardstock in the center, but before I do that, I'm going to stamp a sentiment on it for the inside of the card. And I'm going to use the Happier Than Happy for You, and we'll just put that in the inside. And I'm going to stamp that in Calypso Coral because that is one of the colors on the, oops, flip that over, my lord. And ink this up and put it in. Okay, so I don't want you to see it, so I'm just going to push it to the left. Oh, no, because it's going to go in here, and that's going to go this way. I'm going to put it in the center. Just like that. I'm not doing ink very well, so let's just get this inked up again. Make sure that we have lots of coverage. Thank goodness we have 3 tries. I'm just going to try on the back side, and it's still not doing very well. So I'm just going to just ink up my ink pad, and I'm just going to show you how I do that. I'm going to move all the stuff out of the way because I don't want to mess it up. I have a plastic spoon, and I'm going to just ink up by adding a few drops. Oh, quite a few actually, all the way around. And I'm going to take my spoon on. All I'm going to do with my spoon is I'm just going to just push it into the actual pad. Hopefully we got a nice cover. And then move my spoon out of the way, and I'll clean it up later, and I'll just ink up my sentiment again. I'll stamp it on the back just for practice to make sure that everything is good. Yeah, it looks good. So we'll flip this over and just stamp in the center of this one. And there we go. And put that out of the way. So now I'm going to bring this piece in. So this piece is going to go into the card like this. So we're going to have something on the outside, but we're going to put the sentiment on the inside. Just have to make sure it's going the right way. Now when I first did this card, I did it a different way, and the card would not stand up. So then we played around with it. We came up with another solution, and this is the solution. Oh my, look at that. Well, we'll fix that. I have a little bird. And just add the little bird. So what I did is I fussy cut these little critters out of the Designer Series paper. And look, problem solved. Okay, so now I'm going to just put that aside. Now I'm going to bring in these extra pieces that I have. So I have my basic white, which is a 4 by 3, and then I'm going to put my Mossy Meadow on top of that, which is 2 3/4 by 4. So that's going to go on top of that. No, that's not right. 2 3/4. Sorry, here it is. So 2 3/4 by 3 1/4 is going to go on top of it like that, and then this piece is going to go on the top like that. Okay, so let's just ink these up. I'm going to add this onto here, just like that. Make sure it's nice and straight. Down, there we go. Move these guys all out of the way. And then I'm going to take this piece here. Oh, it doesn't look straight to me because it's not. Just pull it over a bit. And then I'm going to just ink this one up. So not ink it, glue it up. Add glue to it and put it into the center. Just like that. Okay, so now I did some fussy cutting, some more fussy cutting. So what I did is I cut out the owl, and I cut out the bear, and then I cut out the wee tiny butterfly that I fussy cut, so some people might not like that. So I'm going to add dimensions onto the back side of all these. I'm going to use my minis for, probably cut my mini in half for my little butterfly. So just to remind you guys that today they updated the clearance rack, and if you're on my mailing list, you got an email this morning. You got 2 this morning because I forgot to add a page, and there's a hostess number there, and if you order $60 or more, you'll receive a package of sample package of some designer series paper. Oh crap, that didn't work. And yeah, and the things are going to go off, fly off that pretty fast, I'm thinking. So I'm just put dimension on the little butterfly and put them right there. And then on the owl, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use bigger dimensionals. These are minis. That's all I have here is minis. Yeah, so I'm just going to use some minis. And add some mini dimensionals to the back side of the owl. See how half of his head's cut off? I didn't like that, so I decided I was going to fussy cut these guys before we started, because you guys don't need to watch me fussy cut. And then I'm just going to just add him right over top, just like that. And then the cute little bear, I'm going to do the same thing. And just add, because you have to have dimension. I don't care what anybody says. Any kind of dimension. And this would be a perfect baby's card, I'm thinking too. And then, because I think I'm going to use the sentiment that says "Hello, baby" on the front of it. And oh. I'm just going to put him right over top so he has a bit of dimension. Isn't that cute? And now I'm going to bring in my scrap piece of cardstock, because I'm going to end up fussy cutting this, I'm thinking. I'm not going to put "Hello, baby." And I'm going to do that also in the Calypso Coral. And put him, set him down the bottom. There we go. And grab my scissors, cut the excess off, and then I'll just fussy cut. There we go, and then I'm just going to cut it straight at the bottom. Just basically fussy cut it around the letters, and just going to just leave the bottom square off like that. And then I'm just going to add a dimensional onto the back side on the right hand. Is it right hand side? Yeah. Right hand side of the sentiment. Blow this guys out of the way. And I'm just going to add just a tad of glue on the left hand side. And just put that just like that. Oh, I guess it would help if I take the backing off, right? There we go. And just add it just like that. Now this piece here is going to go onto the inside of here. Just glue this. And I'm going to try and center it into the center of the card. And there we go. So it's in the center. And now I'm going to put this on the outside like that. And I think I might dimension it. Just because you can never have enough dimensionals, right? You can put as much or as little as you want on. It's entirely up to you. And then we'll just go all. So how I like to do my dimensions, I take my fingernail, or you could take your bone folder and just press into the center, and it flags it and just pulls up on the side, and you just pull it off just like that. Easy peasy. And there we go. So this is going to sit on the front like that. Put it right in the center. Now I'm supposed to put a ribbon on this, but I don't think I will. I think it might be too much. So if I take the ribbon, it will go up to the side like this, and I'm thinking it might be too much. Well, maybe not. Let's just give her a try and just see. So we need 14 inches of a ribbon. And just take it. I'm just going to just do it right over top of the designer series paper. And just pull this through just like that. And we'll just take these down, make them, I'll make it huge, but just like that. And then I'm going to take my tails, put them together, and then snip it so they're on an angle, so they're both the same size. There we go. And I'll just pull these down a bit. Just make a small bow, pull it tight. And there, oh, okay, it doesn't look too bad. So there's your card. So you have your top piece, and it opens up, and then you have your sentiment on the inside. So I did do a Christmas card for the our get together last night. So this is the Christmas card I used. I guess I should pull this down a bit so you guys can see that. I'm sorry. So this is a Christmas card that I made. And this is the card that I made tonight. I think this is really cute. I think make perfect baby's card. You will have to pay extra postage, I'm thinking, because there's a couple layers in there. But there we go. And only, well, two stamps. This one here and the one in the center. Rest of everything else, I basically just fussy cut on that. So what do you think? Isn't that cute? Super cute. And I do like the DSP in the background. It adds a bit to that. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, or the dimensions will be on, not right now. I'm still working on, I have to add the photo to it, and I have to add the YouTube video to it. And it'll be everything will be on my blog later on tonight. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hope you can see this. Jeez, bring this down more. Yeah, so there we have it. Super cute. Yay. And perfect for a baby. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. You all have a wonderful evening now, and we'll see you on Thursday at 9 a.m. Okay, thanks, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.